for loop test. So let me explain you the syntax first. So for is something which we have to use. This is a keyword by which you define it. Then a bracket like the others we were doing. Then you will be putting a initialization statement. Initialization. Then put a semicolon. Then you are going to put a condition. Then again put a semicolon. Then you have to put a increment or decrement statement. So by adding these three items in the for loop, you are going to write a code in the for loop. Okay. So for example, I will keep it very simple. So usually you will find integer here. You can use byte, short and all of that as well. But in examples, usually we use integer. So what I'm trying to do is I am putting a I as a variable. You can add anything over here, but by default, mostly people use I over here in the for loop. And you're putting a value as 0 here. 0, we have discussed yesterday a bit of index as well. So usually we start our counting in from the 0 when we are actually executing something in the code. Because we actually depend on some indexing pieces and we start our counting from 0. So you can either write 1 or 0. Anything is fine. Then what you are doing, I have I is less than 10. So this is my condition. And then I'm putting I plus plus. I'm incrementing something. Then I'm putting a body of my for loop. And I am getting this I value here. So let me change it to 1. Okay, I have a I value which is coming from here. And I want to write a table of 5. So I will use multiply here and write 5. Okay, so first I will run it. Then I will show you how it is running by debugging. So every time I'm expecting you from you guys as well. So keep on debug, irrespective it is a very small code you are writing. Try debugging, you will understand it for sure. So this is a kind of hack, I would say, where someone who is struggling and starting for the first time, this is something one should go with. So let me run it first. So you got the series of your 5 table, and if you can't see 50 here because my condition say less than 10. So it stopped at 9. So let me add equal to as well here and save and run it. I got all of the values. We will sometime later discuss about why it is coming in this way and not in the sequence. That is also some kind of questions. So what is the difference between print and println? So you can also write print here. It's not only you are going to write print ln. So let me run it. But when you're writing only print, it is going to print all of them in a sequence. But we don't want to see them in a sequence, which I feel is not that readable. So let's do it with the ln, which is your line. So this ln means line. Maybe you can say next line. So it is going to print in every next line. So that is what your println is. So if somebody is going to ask you print versus println, so your ln here means next line. Okay. And if you are going to use print, it is going to print you in a sequence only. So this is can be a small question. I'm not sure if somebody is going to ask you. It is possible. So I'm just covering it as well. So let's see how it is working. So we have seen a basic of how it is being written. So your for keyword, then your initialization where you are initializing one variable named as I and you are giving a value as 1. Okay, so your initialization is done. Then what is your requirement? My requirement is, first talk about the requirement. Want to write table of 5. Okay. So first we have to focus on the requirement only. So what should I do? Up to what number I have to run? Up to 10, let's say. So what I will be doing, I will be starting my number from 1, and I have a number which I have got in my requirement that you guys have to cover your table up till 10. So this also you got in the requirement. And this is where you are using for loop. Okay. So you have the max limit, you have the requirement of what you have to do. So the max limit up to which you have to reach to, that number you are going to put it over here in the condition. And you have to write the condition in this way that that should fail as soon as it move further. Then your increment is something by which your number is increasing from 1 to 2, 2 to 3, 3 to 4, and so on. So let me just debug it first, then I will explain you how it is working. Okay, let's see one by one what is happening over here. Let me just keep it away from these two. So I have I here, and you can see I have got the value as 1 because I have moved from line number 12 to 14. So I got the value being stored here for I equal to 1. Now I'm checking my 1, either my 1 is less than equal to 10. So what is my answer? True. So everywhere we are actually looking for true only. There is somewhere, whatever you guys are doing, you are looking for true value only. So I got a value as true that 1 is less than 10. I'm good. Then what you are going to do in case of I plus plus, you will not be incrementing it as of now, but you will execute the code first. Then what will happen over here is I was 1 and you have given a number as 5. So I multiply by 1, sorry, 5 equal to 5. Okay. So this is what you have got with the first round of for loop. Okay. Now your I plus plus is something which is actually, you can write it like this. I equal to I plus 1. So when I'm saying I plus plus, that means I plus 1. So my value became now 1 plus 1, which is 2. Okay. So I'm coming up with 2 value now. So let me move again to the next step, and you can see 5 got printed. So now it is still 1. Okay, let me move next. Let me remove this one. Otherwise it will throw an error. Actually, this true makes something wrong here. So it is iterating and coming up with the values. So let me explain you again. So what is happening when I think I have to do it again. Let me start it again. So this is my for loop. You can run it from here as well. I'm debug Java application. Okay, so you will directly jump to the your breakpoint wherever you have taken, right? Maybe it could be on 10th line, 12th line, anywhere. Wherever you want to debug, you want to see what could be the result. I want to understand. And maybe you guys are struggling that your value which you are expecting in your scripts are not coming as per your requirement. Then only you will be also using the debugging. And you must be hearing it from developer as well, that when you come up to the developer and say that this is what I'm getting as an issue, they will also say that I have to debug and tell you. Okay, let's do it one more time. I think I have to change it back to I top bits. So this is my I equal to 1. Okay. I, which I have written as 1, is less than equal to 10. This is fine. This will not till execute. I will tell you why it is not executing as of now. We'll go to the next round, and you are now in the body of the for loop, and you have a print statement here. So you have I equal to 1 and 1 equal to 5 is 5. Okay. Let me do it back to I so that we'll not get any error. Now what will happen? I still 1. When I cross this for loop, I became 2. Okay. Now you have to check whether your 2 is less than 10. Okay. You have the right value, your right condition is throwing you true. That means this body is going to work one more time. Okay. So 10 is here. Now I will change it back to I again. And now the value is still 2. When I cross this line, it will become 3. How it is happening? Every time you have a value here, I plus plus is doing a +1 to it. And that is what it is very much needed in a loop. If you don't use this iterator, you will fall into a big trap, and I will show you what will be the issue if you don't do this. Okay, so you are on I equal to 3, and this has came up with the, so your 1 equal to 5, 1 into 5 is 5, 2 into 5 is 10, and 3 into 5 is 15. So you are now on this position. Okay, let's run it. 5, 10, 15. Okay, so I is 3. Let's move further and see I became 4 with your plus plus. 3 plus 1 is 4. Okay, and 4 into 5 is 20. Okay, so let's move and see. You got the 20 here. Same way, it will go up to 10. So let me just quickly do it. It will keep on moving to the 10. So now my value is 9. Okay. So still, if I compare it with this condition, my 9 is less than equal to 10, which is still true. Okay. So we are still on with the 9th value as well. Okay. Now it is 10 already. Okay. And if I move it again, it will come out of the loop. So what happened over here is when this 10 value I was having, 10 plus 1 became 11. And when I compared 11, which is 11 with this condition saying, can you check whether 11 is less than equal to 10? So I got a false value. And you can see all of them got error. That means it will come out of the loop. So that is where this condition is very much important to come out of the loop, and also the iterator. Both of them is important. Okay. I hope you understood how it is being iterated. You can have a look at it again with the recording. So coming to the interview question now related to this, and you have to answer. So if I write, so first of all, I will not be skipping any of these. So I cannot write only these 2 items or a single item. I cannot. I have to write 3 of them all together. But there is an interview question. If I write like this, which is allowing me and not throwing me an error. So what will happen in this case? So this is your interview question, mostly asked. If somebody is good in Java, they might ask you this. Anyone wants to answer? Do I have to
No,
unmute it?
we
Yes.
need to
Amen. So no,
continuous print statements. We have to uh, stop the execution. I mean, we have to interrupt thing
Yeah.
again.
it would be an infinite loop.
Yes, so that is the right word, but that I think Abhilasha is right, and the person who was saying before as well is also right. But the word is infinite, yes. So the answer will be infinite, but you are also right that who was saying that we have to stop it and terminate it. So that is also required. So if I start it, see, Hemant Gandhi is going keep on printing and it is not stopping. So that means it is an infinite loop. Now I have to explain it as well because you don't have any initialization, you don't have any condition where it is going to stop, and you don't have any increment as well. So all of them is required. So if I write this, what will happen? Anyone?
Then also it will not increment. It will always be 1, and 1 is less than equal to 10, and it will keep printing Hemant Gandhi because the increment is not happening. So 1 is always less than equal to 10, and it will keep on printing Hemant Gandhi.
Anyone else wants to participate? Akash, Amal, Anik, Ankita, Arnav, Vivek, anyone?
This is also same like previous only. Keep on printing.
Yeah, let me try it. Because we are not, as per Abhilasha, she's also right. We have to terminate it, and they are not getting any stoppage here, na? So that is required somewhere. So if one is not going to become two and three and will not reach up to 11, so that my condition should fail. So basically, my purpose is to fail the condition when I want. That is also a requirement. So this is where you can fail it by incrementing it, right?